Okay, thank you very much. Our first guest is a very, very funny guy. Now, this really is a funny guy. Tremendous actor and very funny. And when you see him in the movies, you automatically just laugh. He's so entertaining. He's starring in a new film entitled Semi-Pro. I'm told now that it opens on Friday. Here's Will Ferrell, everybody. You looking good? Thank you so much for dropping by. How you doing?
Great to be here.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
I really enjoyed this movie. It made me laugh out loud all through the whole thing. Because, one, it's just funny.
Right.
And funny in odd, unexpected, silly ways that are very satisfying.
Sure. Yeah.
And two, because I was a big fan of the old ABA.
The old ABA.
Yeah, that's
Indiana
right.
Pacers.
That's right, exactly.
One of the original teams.
That eventually went into the National Basketball Association. Yeah. And last night I'm told that you were not at the Academy Awards, but you were actually here in New York City.
I was here in New York City performing at Radio City Music Hall.
Wow.
Yes.
Whoa,
doing,
man.
Our last show, there was one person applauding.
Right.
That's okay. I'm not asking for more. I just was.
This was
The Funny or Die comedy tour presented by Semi-Pro.
Yeah. Who all was on the tour with you?
Very funny comedians: Dimitri Martin, Zach Galifianakis, Nick Swartzen, and.
Now, are you just making these names up?
Two of them are made up.
Oh.
Yeah, we didn't have much of a show.
What do you do?
A lot of people 6,000 people were sorely let down last night.
Sure. I'm sure it was entertaining. And I remember years ago, I don't know how many years ago, when they did the ESPY Awards.
Yes, this was
also from the
Radio City Music Hall. That was my first time performing there, which I'm glad last night went a lot better.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Oh, do you have unpleasant memories?
Yeah, I mean, I did Harry Caray during the ESPYs.
Great Chicago Cubs announcer. Before that, St. Louis Cardinals. Beloved in the world of baseball.
And I did, we had this material where Harry made fun of a lot of the athletes.
And by the way, let me just interject here. Harry, sometimes during the course of a game, would drink.
Would drink.
Yeah, and he'd just get loaded.
He would get loaded, sure. He loved his Budweiser. And so Harry was confused. He thought he was at the Oscars. We did that joke.
Yeah.
And he was like, I have high hopes for Booty Call. And because that was out. That was out at the time.
Popular then, sure. Yeah.
But then I went through this list of jokes that I didn't write it. I didn't think it would come off so mean, but they kept cutting to the athletes, and they did not like it. So it was things like Ken Griffey Jr. This guy will never be as good as his dad. Tiger Woods, he's one of the top black golfers in the game. Maybe the best. Jury's still out. Wow. John Elway. John Elway, he needs to get his teeth fixed, and then I ran into John Elway in the men's room afterwards. Right. I could tell he was hurt. And
now, what was the problem? Because it's been my impression that athletes enjoy a good laugh.
You would think, but they're more sensitive than we all know. Oh, I guess.
Maybe they didn't understand what was going on.
Maybe they didn't understand what I was saying at all.
Well,
but they refer to it as the Will Ferrell Harry Caray moment in the ESPN production meetings, and
is that right?
They don't want to ever have it again. So they say, let's guard against Will Ferrell Harry Caray moments.
But I see, this is where me and the people at ESPN disagree. I think that's the kind of thing we need more of, for God's sakes. More Will Ferrell Harry Caray moments. I know that you're a sports guy. You played some sports, and then the other night on the ESPYs, the ESPN award shows.
Right. I made a little appearance.
Yeah, you accepted the ESPY for Tiger Woods.
Best male athlete.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
On behalf of Tiger Woods.
Yeah. Then did he know you were doing that?
I don't think so. Yeah. I don't think so.
Well, that's all right.
And I hope he's okay with it, because technically I get to keep the ESPY.
Well,
so
why not? I mean, you got to be in it to win it.
Yeah,
Come on, let's go.
He's got enough of them.
Yeah.
I love sports.
Yeah, you like sports?
I like them a lot.
And I know we've told this story before, but one time you were on the ESPYs years and years and years ago.
Yeah.
And you were doing Harry Caray, the late, great Cubs announcer from Chicago. Harry Caray.
Yeah.
And you were doing Harry as though he might have been drunk. And I know, as a matter of fact, by the way, that Harry would drink during the ball games. No secret, I guess.
A signature move. Yeah.
His signature. He was loaded.
And yeah, it was quite controversial.
Got some trouble.
I got some trouble because I basically made fun of a lot of the athletes there sitting, and they're thin-skinned.
Yeah, I was surprised. Because what I heard of it, it sounded very funny. Like, how can you not laugh at this?
Sure.
First of all, it's the iconic Harry Caray drunk, talking out of his head.
Yeah. But
Ken Griffey.
Yeah, Ken Griffey. Well, Ken Griffey Jr. Nowhere near as good as his dad. And I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah. And then after the show, you started running into these guys.
I ran
very
into
somber.
John Elway in the bathroom.
What was the John Elway line?
I'm afraid to say it again.
Something about teeth.
Yeah, it was something about his teeth. What are you going to get your teeth fixed? Or I don't know. It was just, and I heard later he cried about it.
He cried about it.
And I mean.
Well, I'm sorry to bring it up, but I do find it amusing.
Yeah. So.
Okay. Nice going over there, buddy. We've had a request, and I don't want to put you up to something you're not comfortable with, although it's hard to imagine what that might be. Just a little bit of a legendary Cubs, and before that he was the St. Louis Cards radio broadcaster, Harry Caray. Can you do just a little
bit of Harry Caray?
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, but...
Bottom of the eighth, 2 outs. Jody Davis at the plate. Real quick, like to remind everyone, you're going to get an enameled pin. First 10,000 visitors to tomorrow night's ballpark gets an enameled pin for Florsheim shoes. Florsheim. If you got to wear shoes, make it Florsheim.
Right. Caray, ladies and gentlemen. Get that enameled pin. Nice job.
I coated you in saliva.
Yeah, it was well worth it. It's come time that usually we ask you for a little something. You probably you know it's coming at this point.
I know it's coming, but I don't got anything. I don't got
nothing.
Nope.
I'm sorry to hear
one
that.
thing. Yeah. In fact, I'm just going to take a rest right now.
If voice of the Chicago Cubs.
Oh, a little Harry Caray.
Yeah. Just anything a little.
Since it's baseball season.
Do you have something there? I mean, I think this will be good, considering the wardrobe.
Okay.
Harry Caray here, outside the gates of Buckingham Palace, hoping, praying that I can actually get in to witness the festivities. Odds are it's not going to happen, but that's okay.
I'm telling you, this is the go-to guy right here, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ernie Banks you're looking at. Will Ferrell, Everything Must Go. You ought to go see this film. You're going to enjoy it. Opens May 13th. Have fun at the big party on Friday morning.
Yeah.
Look, those are nice guys. Yeah. We'll be right back with the Twilight Singers.
I'm playing a four-time incumbent. We're in a small district race.
It's in South Carolina, North Carolina? North Carolina.
Zach is my opponent, and he is challenging my my religious knowledge.
Yeah, you have had your way in that district pretty much term after term after term. They decide it's time to unload you and get a new guy in. The machine's looking for a new guy.
And he questions my...
Before we do that, and this is unusual, could you share with us a little Harry Caray?
Sure.
I know
sure.
it's not...
Yeah.
Legendary Cubs announcer. We have a woman here from Wrigley Field.
Field.
That's right, who hasn't watched the show in 25 years.
Right.
But it would mean something to her.
A truckload of canned hams waiting for her.
That's right.
Yes, I was just at Wrigley last week, in fact. Harry Caray, okay.
Hey! What's the deal with Cracker Jack? I remember opening a box and looking for the toy surprise, and there was no toy surprise. And as a youth of meager means, that can be incredibly disappointing.
That was a little Harry Caray.
I remember I went to Wrigley Field, played the San Diego Padres.
Right.
And after the game, a friend of mine, Tom Dreesen, who said, this will be great. We'll go up into the booth. You'll meet Harry Caray.
Yeah.
Harry Caray was drunk. I guess he used to just sip vodka during the game. Yeah. And Tom Dreesen said, Dave, if you don't mind, I want you to ride home with Harry Caray. And I said, well, guess what? That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
But a legendary, beloved figure.
Great.
Yeah. All right, now.
He's going to think this movie's so funny, he's just going to be completely silent.
Yeah. We were talking about baseball earlier. Did I miss my opportunity for some Harry Caray?
No.
Okay.
Not
Great. St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs.
Harry Caray. Beloved. End of the season, 1998. Last game.
Well, we saw some great things today. Some were terrific, some were inspiring. It's too bad today's win didn't give us a pennant. But I'm sure that in the near future, as sure as God's green apples, this Cubs team's going to make a World Series. I don't know who the manager's going to be, but it's got to be someone who can handle veterans. We got a mixture of young guys and veterans.
Handle the veterans.
Well, you want to listen to the veterans because they teach the young guys.
Exactly.
It's like a cycle of life.
He didn't say that.
What about Ernie Banks? One of the great Cubs of all time passed away.
And it's shame.
Well, it's nice to know that the Cubs have been in the World Series many, many times since then.
This year's the year. I feel it.
Okay.
I played for the Cubs. I played first base.
Yeah.
And on Thursday.
You liked what you saw?
I gave them a pep talk. I was like, guys, we can do it this year. And they shook their heads.
That was my weekend.
I think this is really going to be the Cubs here. They've got a great lineup with Grace and Dawson. I just know I wouldn't want to face them.
I can't hear that. What is that?
I just hope, that Maddox and Sutcliffe can lead them in the rotation.
Turn on. Let me see the audience. I'm sorry. There's something going on.
No, I think that really it's going to be an outstanding year for the Cubs.
I don't.
And,
look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, look at that. It's announcing great Harry Caray. Stand up, Harry. Come on, stand up. Hi, everybody. Harry Caray, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. It's great to have you, Harry. Nice to see you. It's Dave. The late Harry Caray, ladies and gentlemen. Harry, we're right in the middle of the show, but thanks for stopping by. It's great to see you, Harry Caray.
Oh, I'd love to come up on the stage.
No, that's not what I said.
Thank you. I just love it.
Hi, Harry.
Hi.
Good to see you.
Gosh. You know what? You know what, Ed? It's great to be here. When is Topo Gigio coming out?
Well, Topo Gigio is not coming out because I'm not Ed.
Hey, isn't it true you're retiring, Ed?
Yes. Yes, half of that is right, Harry.
That's a good call. Yeah. I could tell you were losing a little mustard off the heater. Hey, what are we going to do about this wall in Berlin? I'm worried sick about it.
I think that came down years ago. I don't think that's a problem anymore.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Hey, is there anything this Obama can't do?
Yeah.
You know?
Pretty good, isn't he?
Yeah. You should think about having it on your show.
I know. We're looking into it, but they're very busy.
And the 2-0 pitch is in there to Dunston. Strike on the corner. Listen, I gotta go now. I'm getting dinner at Patsy's with Frank Crosetti and Phil Rizzuto. The Money Store. I like to start with a nice antipasto salad. It has lettuce, onion, olives, artichoke, and olives.
Olives, right.
And then I wash it down with a nice, cool Budweiser.
All right, great.
Budweiser, the king of beer.
That's right.
Hey, hit me with a little organ, Paul.
A little organ, Paul.
Let me root for the Cubbies if they don't win the game. 'Cause it's 1, 2, 3, rock your out at the all-star game. Cubs win!
Harry Caray. Maybe it is time to go, Paul. Ladies and gentlemen, there he is, Paul Schaefer, everybody. We'll be right back with President Barack Obama. Thank you so much for watching.
Coming up, President Barack Obama. Did you know the president receives junk mail addressed to occupant-in-chief? The Late Show, sponsored by JCPenney. When it fits, you feel it.
Okay. Our next guest tonight has been calling baseball games. This is hard to believe. 42 years this man has been doing play-by-play. He is considered one of the best and certainly one of the most colorful of anyone in the business. If you happen to be at Wrigley Field and you can make it through 7 innings of watching the Cubs, it's only a joke. It's only a joke. You'll see him during the stretch. Take a look now at this man in action during the 7th inning stretch. Here he is, Harry Caray.
All right! Let me hear you good and loud. A 1, a 2,
Yes, sir. It's like some kind of religious ceremony, isn't it? Please welcome Harry Caray. Harry! Good to see you, Harry. How are you? Come on up here. How you been, Harry?
I didn't realize there's so many true music lovers.
Yeah.
As there are here.
Now, how did that start? You do that every game at Wrigley Field?
You know, I've always sung. Whenever I heard "Take Me Out to the Ball Game," I'd sing it, but only in the booth. And the first 6 years I was with the White Sox, John Allen owned the ball club, and the only people who heard me sing was Jimmy Pearsall and our producer.
Guys you worked with there?
Yeah, right, in the booth.
Sure.
Yeah, I'd say, "Take me out to the ball." Well, Bill Veeck bought the ball club, and he noticed that just lip reading that I was singing. And then after a couple of days, he noticed the fans right below the booth were singing with me. And then one day, without my knowing it, he had a public address microphone put in the booth.
Right.
And I'm singing, "Take me out to the ball game." All of a sudden, I hear my voice come booming back at me, along with about 15,000 others. So after the game, I went up to Bill and I said, "What was that all about?" He said, "Harry, I've been waiting 35 years to find the right guy to do this." And, you know, I'm getting a little pumped up. I think he's flattering me. He said, "Yeah," he says, "as soon as I heard you," he said, "I knew that any fans sitting in the ballpark, as soon as he heard you sing, would be happy to sing along, because they knew, every one of them, that they could sing at least as good, if not better than you."
Yeah. Makes you feel at home. Makes you feel comfortable.
Whereas if you had a good voice, he said, you would
be
intimidate them.
Yeah,
Right.
they lose their inhibition, and it turns it into a party.
And of course, that's the whole thing, the fans singing.
Now, do you ever, Harry, I don't know if this is putting you on the spot or not, but do you ever on a hot day, like it probably is now when you go back to Chicago after the road trip, hot afternoon, it's a day game, do you ever pound down some buds?
Well,
While you're calling a game, Harry, do you ever do that?
now, David, what do you think I've been doing the last half hour waiting to come on?
Well,
I had a six-pack of Budweiser when I heard you complaining about the fact that you didn't have enough beer out here. I almost brought the six-pack out.
one lousy case. Listen, you've been doing these games for 42 years. Is there anybody been doing play-by-play longer than that, or even close to that?
Well, I think maybe Ernie Harwell with the Detroit Tigers, an outstanding broadcaster. Then Scully, I started in 45,
that's right.
and Scully started in 48, so he's close. It's, they told me when they hired me it was a temporary job.
Yeah. You started out with whom?
Well,
Cardinals?
I was born and raised in St. Louis, and you can imagine the Cardinals were my favorite team from the day I could remember. And all of a sudden, the miracle of life, I'm broadcasting Cardinal games.
Big thrill
and
for
I
you.
own the town, and I broadcast them for 25 years, and I thought they're going to give me a gold watch, and they gave me a pink slip.
They dumped you. Yeah.
Then I went out to work for Charlie Finley for a year, and that's par for the course.
Yeah.
And then I came to Chicago, and I was with the White Sox 11 years, and now with the Cubs.
Yeah. Yeah. You must like it in Chicago.
I love Chicago.
Have you ever missed a game in 42 years?
Never missed a game, never missed a time at bat, never missed a half inning that I was supposed to do. You know, Chicago is such a marvelous city, David. Hey, we got some Chicago people. You know, I made several... I made several visits to Indianapolis, and everybody, you must have had a million friends there, because everybody would come up to me and say, "Hey, I knew David Letterman."
Yeah. Well, I'm a very well-liked man.
Well, not only in Indianapolis,
Now, Harry, also I happen to know that you're a man who enjoys relaxation after the ball game, and you go out Chicago, various places, you stay out late, which you're certainly entitled to do. Have you ever worked a game when you have been a little less than, you know?
Listen, Dave, you know very well that you never succeed in this business until you've had the experience of working with a terrible hangover. Not until you've been able to come through with flying colors under those circumstances can you consider yourself a professional.
Yeah.
And Lord knows, I've had more than my share of hangovers. But never missed a day, folks.
Never missed a day?
Never missed
a day.
Never missed a night either.
Do you hang around with players?
Oh, sure. I
Who's
used
your
to hang
favorite
around.
player?
Oh, Stan Musial of the
Musial.
Cardinals, forever and ever and ever. I saw him throughout his career. He was not only a great ball player, but a great man.
Yeah.
To this day, he tries to contribute, give something back to the game of baseball because he appreciates how much good baseball did for him.
Yeah.
Everybody isn't that way.
Stan the man.
Stan the
My
man.
first baseball glove was a Stan Musial, three-fingered, left-handed fielder's mitt.
How come you couldn't use it
Right-handed.
very well?
Well, how do you know I couldn't?
They told me in Indianapolis.
Now, Harry, the Cubs are what, 23 out or something?
You have to ask questions.
No,
like,
but they're not doing well this year.
no, they're not. Well,
But,
they've been playing.
how far out are they?
They've been playing about 24 games
Now,
out.
how do you make a game like that exciting? Say they're playing a series with the Dodgers or somebody, and they're not doing well this season either. How do you...
Yeah, Dave, it's impossible not to be excited doing Chicago Cubs baseball, especially at Wrigley Field. You know, here the Cubs 24 games out. They played the Phillies the other afternoon. The Phillies were 21 games out. It was sort of a hot, humid day. Wednesday afternoon in Chicago, 38,000 people paid. We had the All-Star break. The first day after the All-Star break, every other team played at night. The Cubs played the only day game. The Cubs outdrew everybody in baseball, and they played the only day game. It's a great franchise.
Yeah, but no, that's not my question, Harry.
I know.
Well, how do you make the broadcast exciting for the folks who can't get off work to go out to Wrigley Field?
Well, I have great partners. I got Steve Stone, Arnie Harris, our TV producer, Lou Boudreau, Dwayne Statz, Vince Lloyd. It's guys that's easy to work with and off of, you know?
And plus you're drinking beer.
You know, that does throw a different light on the whole situation.
Makes almost any game exciting.
It's amazing how rosy pictures can look.
Listen, Harry, have a great second half, and good luck. Nice to see you. Harry Caray, folks. We'll be back with Martin Smith. Thank you. Seemed like a very nice woman, Mrs. Johnson.
She was lovely.
People in the Midwest are very nice.
So
they
I am
tend to be
told.
very nice, very polite, very thoughtful. But she couldn't have cared less about the big car giveaway. Our next guest is in his 46th consecutive season as a baseball play-by-play announcer. Pretty impressive record for the last several years with the Chicago Cubs. And this summer, this man will be inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. He has written this book right here, all about his life. It's entitled Holy Cow. Please welcome back here, Harry Caray. Harry, are you there? Hi, Harry. Good to see you. Welcome to the show. Thanks for being back here. You look good, Harry. You've got your spring training tan, don't you?
I left Scottsdale yesterday morning and came here where it's nice and cold.
Is spring training the best part of your year?
No doubt about it.
Yeah. Very exciting, isn't it?
I'm glad they don't know how much fun it is.
And what do you
we
what
get paid for it.
What exactly do you do down there?
We have a tough union. We work 2 days out of the whole week. We broadcast on Saturdays and Sundays. The rest of the time, we have to check those ball players out.
And do you
From the golf course.
play a lot of golf? I was just going to ask you about that. What about this Pete Rose thing? What do you hear about that?
Boy, what's happening to our heroes? Gee, I hope there's nothing to that. If this turns out to be another one of these things where it's all allegations and no proof, somebody ought to really get into trouble on it. You know, Pete Rose has meant so much to all of us.
Yeah, he was a legitimate hero and still is. We don't mean to.
Still
Yeah, we don't know.
is.
Yet.
Right.
There have been discussion, but
You know, if he's only betting at the racetrack, that's legal. There's nothing wrong with that. But apparently they're trying to get something else on him. I love Pete, and I've known him since he broke in. I knew the guy that he patterned his style after, Enos Slaughter, you know. He never walked on the baseball field, always ran.
Country Enos Slaughter.
That's right.
Yeah. How do I know
Hey,
that?
listen, you know you're going to be in Chicago.
That's right. We're coming to Chicago.
The whole town's looking forward to it.
Well, I find that hard to believe.
Yes.
Say, do you have a stupid pet trick you'd like to do for us, Harry? Now, tell me about the book here. It's called Holy Cow. Where did that start, by the way? I always thought that was Phil Rizzuto.
Everybody here in New York thinks that it was, but you know, Phil Rizzuto was playing short for the Yankees in 45, 46. In those days, two-team cities, you couldn't go on the road and broadcast. You had to do the home team. So I'd do the Browns when they're at home, the Cardinals when they're at home. So Rizzuto was playing short for the Yankees. Now, if he used Holy Cow then, he had to be yelling across the diamond to his second baseman, Jerry Priddy, and yelling, "Hey, Jerry, holy cow, you should have covered on that play."
Right.
But in the meantime, I was up in the booth broadcasting.
So you were the one to broadcast
I did.
it. Yeah. Now, wait, let me ask you a question. The Browns were in St. Louis. Which was the dominant team in those days?
Oh, the St. Louis Cardinals.
The Cardinals. And then, so the Browns, what, became the Orioles, or am I nuts?
That is right. They became a real powerhouse once they were shifted to Baltimore. It's a strange thing. You know, the greatest owner that baseball has ever known, Bill Veeck, had more doggone trouble buying a ball club and then even selling a ball club. They tried to keep him out of Major League Baseball, and then they made it difficult for him to sell his property. That's what happened with Baltimore, and of course that's what happened with the White Sox, because he had the team sold to Mr. DiBartolo of Youngstown, Ohio, you know.
Do you have a street address, Harry? I do what I can. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Now, you were just with President Reagan, right, in Arizona?
Yeah,
You and he are old friends.
well, it turns out that way because he broadcasts with me in St. Louis when he's coming through to plug his movie,
When
The
was
Winning
that?
Team, back in about 1948.
48.
He was just a movie star.
Yeah.
And boy, he was so good broadcasting. I knew that he'd been in Des Moines as a sportscaster. Little did I dream 40, 45 years later, he'd visit me in the booth again, this time as the President of the United States.
Yeah.
And the other day in Scottsdale, he made his first formal speech. He addressed the students at Arizona State, and they just loved him.
Yeah.
What a wonderful looking man he is.
Yeah. Do you...
You're not going to touch on that.
No, no. Spending too much time in the sun, Harry. I don't know how to ask this, I'll just ask you. Do you still drinking a lot of beer?
What do you think, David?
I think you probably are. Those double headers in Chicago and late in the summer.
Let me tell you what I've done. I've really cut down. I believe in moderation, as everybody does. Where I used to drink 80 or 90 drinks a day, I'm down to 6 or 7.
Really?
Really?
Well, now, when you were pounding them pretty good, Harry, say this was an off day and you got nothing to do but lay around by the pool. How many Budweisers might you have consumed?
Oh, 50 or 60. But that's only in the afternoon.
No, really?
That doesn't count the cocktail hour. When
Yeah.
you switch to martini. I'm kidding.
Yeah. But you are known as a big beer drinker.
Hey, listen, I'm waiting to find you at the hotel in Chicago, where I've lived for the last 20 years. I keep an apartment there the year round, and I found out you're going to be staying there.
Thanks for announcing it, Harry.
You told me, you gave me the phone number.
How do the Cubs look this year?
Terrible, terrible.
Really? They don't
Well,
look good?
They don't, their record is bad, but maybe that means, in 1984, they had a very bad spring, and they wound up winning the division. I'm hoping that that's what's going to happen this year.
Boy, about 3 years ago, it looked like the whole thing was turning around.
It really did. They won in 84. They had a team that looked like it was going to be a dynasty.
Yeah.
And then they never won again.
Yeah, that's too bad, because
Yeah.
it would be great to have a real happening team there in Chicago.
Chicago's such a great city.
How about
David.
the White Sox? They look all right or not?
They're a struggling team. They were rebuilding with youth. I think they're more or less waiting until they get the new stadium that the city's going to give them for about $235 million of the taxpayers' money.
Now, Harry.
But that stadium might be finished in about 3 years.
So when they get the new stadium, you say that's when they'll start playing good ball.
But yeah, I think that may be the case.
Just a little boost for the guys. Good to see you again, Harry.
Good to
Thanks
see you
for being
again.
here. Yeah, I think they leave, they finish up the weekend and then go. We're done, aren't we? My thanks to Jimmy Walker, also Mr. Caray, and the folks who helped us out tonight with stupid pet tricks. Tomorrow on the program, Kid Inventors was Paul? Was not was with Frank Sinatra Jr. and Mary Tyler. More?
More, not
Right.
more.
Right, we'll see you then. Good night, everybody.
And God said a penny. So the man said to God, would you give me a penny? And God stopped and said, yes, I will. Just a second.
Nice. Michael Davis. Tell me about, now, are you dating a lot? Is this song that in any way, does that reflect anything that's actually happening in your life?
Yes, I am dating. Since I moved to New York, I decided to date women that live in New York. It's easier that way. But the problem with women here in New York is they're very career-oriented. I was dating one woman who was a writer for Cosmopolitan magazine. She was writing an article on how to use and degrade a man and not feel bad about it. I was just helping with the research, really.
Let me ask you about, I mentioned that you're traveling the country with Ann Miller and Mickey Rooney.
That's right. I'm not in New York right now. I'm in
You're somewhere else, in Pittsburgh.
I'm in Pittsburgh.
How are things going there?
Better than here.
No, things are going fine.
Things are going good.
Now, what is it like? What, you got a big van or a station wagon? The three of you?
Ann and Mickey and I?
Yeah.
We stick them in the trunk, and Ann
What is
drives.
she like?
Ann is a great lady. I love Ann Miller. She's a modern-day, what Burns, Gracie Allen. She's just like Gracie Allen. Someone asked Ann Miller, what are you doing for Passover? She said, I don't do those game shows anymore.
Yeah.
She's a great lady.
Yeah.
I like working.
And what,
I like Mickey, too.
Now, what about Mickey Rooney? What kind of man is he?
I'm just glad he's not taller. He's a living legend. He's an amazing man. He's an amazing man to watch every night do his act.
Nice guy?
Yeah, he's a nice guy, yeah.
Okay. Do you mind doing some juggling?
I want to keep in sugar babies, too.
Do you mind doing some juggling for us, Michael?
No. Did I ever explain to you my philosophy about the art of juggling?
No, sir.
No, I never did.
No, you never did.
So I have an unusual philosophy. I don't think it's important how many. Of course, the problem is how to get an audience to agree with that philosophy. I found that you have to do the trick with style.
Yeah.
Two balls are many more possibilities. Take away one hand to make it simpler. Now, the truly masterful juggler can even look away. One who practiced can even glance around the theater. Save it up. Now, you may wonder, why did I throw that ball down? I'm wondering that, too. Go ahead, you can throw it back. There are people in the studio right now. That's why, so I can show you that trick. How can we add even more excitement to this? What I'll try to do is look away, grab another ball. Now watch as I place the ball into the pattern. I'm teasing. I wouldn't take these 2 balls out and show them without using them. Let's get rid of those 3. Seriously. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 balls up in the air at one time. More than 5. The eyeballs. Makes 8 altogether. But why bore you with my problems? Here we go. 5-ball juggling. Ending by catching a ball in the back of my neck. The neck catch. Ready, Dave? We're going to go away. We'll be right back.
And once again, sad news to George Meyer fans. It looks like George Meyer, staff writer and crime fighter, will not be on tonight. But please, we'll reschedule Mr. Meyer. You have a very impressive act. You not only can juggle well, perhaps the best I've seen. Not that I've seen jugglers. And you play the guitar, you sing, and you're a very funny comedian.
Thank you, Dave. No. You don't want to encourage me.
And go ahead.
Well, I've had a very varied career, you might say. I started out as writing poetry in high school.
There's good money in that.
Actually, there was a lot of laughs in it because that's what people did when I read it. That's what first got me interested in being a comedian and laughter. I tried to be an actor after that, was an actor in high school. Out of high school into an improv troupe. Did that for a while. And backstage, I was learning how to juggle. So then when I went into the circus...
You were actually in the circus?
I was actually in the circus.
I
was a geek in a former...
But not a geek in the traditional
No,
sense of the word.
I was a circus clown. I put on... I was a white-face clown.
Did you travel by train and
by train.
Bad hotels and so forth?
Just lived on the train for a year. Yeah. I had a room that was the size of this desk right here. In fact, a friend of mine who was... the rooms were exactly 6 feet long, and a friend of mine who was 6'2", there was a midget on the other side of him, so they just cut a hole in his wall, and he stuck his feet through into the midget's room. The midget's rooms were shorter.
Oh, my. Do circus performers earn a good living?
$150 a week. That's what I made.
Yeah. Now, what about...
better than people in Pittsburgh.
What?
Well, it's a depressed economy, folks. What are you talking? You have a job, you're lucky.
What about the other end of the scale, the star performer of the circus, whoever that might be, whomever that might
be? Well, circus is a very old world. They don't go into the circus world to make a lot of money.
No, I would probably, that makes sense.
You go in because you were raised around lions and tigers, or you don't know how to do anything else. You know?
Are a lot of people raised around lions and tigers, as it turns out?
Just circus people. That's the way it is.
I'm happy you could be here tonight. I know are you going now to Pittsburgh?
I'm going tomorrow to do the National Association of Colleges conventions to perform for colleges.
And then back into Sugar Babies.
Back into Sugar Babies.
Nice to see you, Michael. Thank you very much for being here. Continued success to you, sir. We'll be right back, folks. Okay, we're out of time. I want to thank everybody in the studio audience. You folks are terrific. Again, my thanks to Viva and her daughter Alexander. Mr. Michael Davis. Michael, thank you for being here. George Meyer, staff writer and crime fighter, will be rescheduled. Check your local listings for that. My thanks to Paul Schaefer and the band, Hiram Bullock, Will Lee, and Steve Jordan. And Monday, Sly Stone and Sandra Bernhardt from King of Comedy. Good night. Have a good weekend. Paul. My next guest is an actor, a comedian, a magician, a juggler, and he also rides to work with Clive Barnes. He is a very talented human being. He'll be appearing through Sunday night at Caroline's here in New York City. Please welcome Michael Davis.
This is
Oh, property. Oh, you know, I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
That's right. Property of Ball State University, Muncie, Indiana.
yes.
Yes, I have a degree from this
I
institution.
know that. I was performing there.
For
I picked this up
homecoming?
for homecoming.
Yeah.
It's a gig that you did.
That's right.
A few years before I did it.
It's a beautiful auditorium, isn't it?
Yes. As a matter of fact, the guy who manages the auditorium remembered you and told me that when you came there to perform, he wrote your first joke for you.
Yeah, he gave me a line as I was going on stage. I can't remember it exactly, but it was
The
something
line
about...
he told me was, "It's not often, Dave, when a student can come back and earn his entire tuition in one night."
Yeah, that's right. That's
That
right.
was the line.
It was pretty well received, as a matter of
Yeah.
fact. Speaking of gigs, is it true now you're going to be appearing at the White House? This will be twice for
Yes.
you, isn't it?
This, I performed at Ford's Theater,
For the...
command performance.
That's right. But this is actually the White House now, huh?
This will be a party, I believe in the banquet hall or something of the actual White House. I think I'm going from a comedy club called Yuck Yucks, then straight to the White House, and then back to a college in Poughkeepsie, I think, is my schedule.
Now,
I've been running around a lot. As a matter of fact, I was late for the show here, and I kind of skinned my elbow when I was
I'm
running
sorry to
into
hear
the
that.
building because I tripped over a well-known theater critic who was passed out in the gutter. I don't know if the audience at home's going to understand that when the show goes on tonight, though.
No, I
Well,
think
it'll all-
everything will be
okay.
intact. So they tell me. Now, when you perform at the White House, have they said, now, Michael, don't do this, you can do this, don't do that, be careful with knives, be careful
No
with this. be
juggling of nuclear weapons and limited nuclear weapons. No multiple heads and.
But seriously, did they give you guidelines about, well, please don't make jokes about...
Well, the last time I performed for the president, they were very nice. They let me juggle my razor-sharp implements, and I was literally just a few feet away from the president.
I read about that.
Yeah. Security agents all over the place, but they let me go ahead and do it. I was amazed. I thought, here's the most powerful person in the world, and if I miss...
Yeah. Whenever I see you perform, you strike me as a person who really has ice water in your veins. Doing that in front of the First Family, does that alter your inner mechanism at all?
Sure, it's got it, Dave.
Yeah, it would me, boy. Yeah.
It got me very, very jazzed. I was excited about it. But that was the last thing I was excited about, and that was a year ago. So.
Now, when you work in a club, you do a full show. Do you get tired of juggling?
What do you mean when I do? And I'm performing this week at a club called Caroline's in New York City. And I do an hour of stuff. And a lot of it's juggling. I've become what you call a generic celebrity. People don't remember my name, per se, as Michael Davis. They remember me as the juggler.
The juggler.
And, you know, I have a problem with name recognition. I went to my agent and I said, we should do something about this. He said, who are you?
Yeah. Now I'm
Michael Davis.
I'm gonna prevail upon you one more time on the show to do some juggling.
Well, I would love to do. Would you want to just?
We got a pause here, Michael. Why don't you want to go ahead and set up, and then when we come back after this commercial, Michael Davis will be juggling for us. Okay, welcome back. Michael Davis is here, and you're going to juggle. Now, this is unusual.
Well,
This is not seen this before.
No, this is an innovation that I came up with because I had a lot of different juggling tricks and I couldn't decide which one to do. This is our wheel of tricks, Dave. Somehow,
Wheel of tricks.
I feel like I'm doing your show because I thought that this was a way of picking out a trick, and that way, whatever trick that comes up on the wheel, that's the trick that we'll do. We have all the tricks over here. Some are better tricks than others.
All right.
So this is your
You want me to
initiative to spin.
spinning
to
the
get a nice
wheel
trick.
of tricks. Get ready. Wish for your favorite trick. Here we go. Okay, the wheel of tricks is still turning. There we go. All right, what do we get? Oh! Lord. Free spin on the old wheel of tricks.
That's the easy one for me, Dave.
Okay, well, there. What?
You won. Oh, wait, Dave, wait. No. I don't know. We seem to have a poltergeist or something that wants to...
Razor sharp
This is not...
implements.
No, this has not been rigged in any way. You really could have gotten anything at all. You could have gotten ask again later, foot over the leg. This is one of the simpler tricks that you could have gotten.
Really?
That you might have won. We'll show you what you might have won if you'd landed on this.
Okay.
In fact...
So what you're saying, Michael, this wheel is just another cheap prop.
No, it has not been rigged in any way.
All right.
But we'll get back to that.
Okay, this
is something that you can do along with me if you want.
Well,
this is called the foot over the leg trick.
Foot over the leg
It's one of
trick.
the simpler tricks in show
All
business.
right.
You grab your foot like this. It's simple.
Grab my
Now,
foot
the
or your
object,
foot?
it's called the foot over the leg. So in other words, you jump, take the foot over the leg, and land on the foot.
No, you don't do that.
It's one of the... I think anybody in show business should be able to do this trick. But maybe...
Jeez, you know, I didn't wear my foot over the leg jacket, and as you know, you'd be a fool to attempt it without the special jacket.
And it helps to have certain other things on at the same time.
All right, what else do we have here?
What did we land on? What was it for?
Razor sharp implements.
Okay, razor sharp implements.
All right.
If you'd like, you can go for something else. Razor sharp implements.
It's amazing if it works would be nice. The rope trick.
Well, the rope trick is a simple trick. This is another one that you might try. This is the rope.
Yeah.
And the object is to throw a knot. Whoop. I'll try it one more time.
All right.
The wind. Just throw a loop right in the
All right,
knot.
let me try
It's
that.
not a trick that you see often on television because it's not very impressive.
Anything I should keep in mind with this?
It's a little flick of the wrist. And if at first you don't succeed, try again. And then just give up because there's no sense making a fool
Do it
out
one
of
more
yourself.
time. Let me see that one more time.
Whoa, 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 whoa. You see?
Oh, yeah, I see what you're doing. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, now
You almost had it.
what's
Now
next
we're going
on
to go to the trick that you actually selected.
This is the
Razor sharp implements.
All right, razor sharp implements.
This is the first razor sharp implement. A razor sharp knife. Going to be juggling that with an axe.
Oh, excuse me, I have to get the phone.
And a knife. 3 razor sharp implements. The important thing in this trick is, of course, to concentrate on each and every object. Before we go any further, a quick dramatic effect with the razor sharp implements. Make sure that doesn't fly off again. I hate that. And now what I'd like to do is to kick the axe up in the air. Throw the cleaver. Throw the knife. Run like hell. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Unbelievable.
Stopping is a problem, Dave.
Yeah.
If you wouldn't mind just grabbing one of these for me. Now we'll stop. This is the triple spin ended.
Thanks, Michael. Very nice. Good luck at the White House. We'll be right back, folks. Thank you, Bill. Now, Earl E. Black, the presidential candidate, we ran out of time. We will reschedule his appearance and notify each of you by mail. My thanks to Mr. Bill Cosby and, of course, Bill Wendell and Paul and the band. Tomorrow night, comedian Chevy Chase will be here and actress Zsa Zsa Gabor. Michael, you're going to juggle us out of here? Oh! My God! Oh! Good Lord! My next guest tonight is a very talented human being who is starring in his own show on Cinemax. It's a cable operation. The show is called Michael Davis, The Life of the Party. Please welcome juggler, actor, magician, comedian Michael Davis. Michael.
I'd like to start off with a quick impression. Juggling on a motorcycle. That was...
You almost hit me there. Hi,
sorry,
Michael,
Dave.
how are you? Nice to see you. Have a seat. Are we
Didn't
going
mean
to
to
go
wake
down here
you.
or what?
Well,
We're going to sit down here. Okay. How you been?
good.
Well, you find there's a lot of work for jugglers these days?
No, not really. There's not enough work.
Uh-huh.
Really. I was watching your show last night, and Mariel Hemingway?
Right.
Mariel, whatever.
Mariel Hemingway.
She was talking about the need to have something that happens every day besides show business. And I have been working on a couple of different businesses to take the place of juggling in case that there is no work. I started one company called the Enigma Billing Company, and we send bills for around $18 to large corporations.
Yeah?
Just hoping that they'll pay it rather than check it out. I have another game I'm working on. I think it would be good to invent something like the Pet Rock or Trivial Pursuit. And I notice when I play Trivial Pursuit, there's always two types of questions. There's the easy ones that the other people get.
Sure.
Like, was Johnny Carson ever married, or something like that. And then there's the more difficult ones that you get, like, what did Otto Titzling invent? The brassiere.
Oh,
which
yeah.
No, that's true. I didn't make that up. So I've been working.
That's not true, is it?
Yeah, Otto Titzling. But the problem with Trivial Pursuit is that you have to get all your friends together to do it, both of them. And anyway, I worked on a game called Rhetorical Pursuit.
Right.
That you can. It's a lot longer, but you can.
How
play.
does that go?
These are a few questions that I'm working on. When they ship styrofoam, what do they pack it in? Does it make sense to sell no soliciting signs door to door?
Probably not, no. But these are rhetorical.
Yeah.
An answer
Don't
is not
answer these.
no.
Don't answer these. If most auto accidents happen within 5 miles of your home, should you move 10 miles away? Okay, follow this one now. If Rolaids consume 47 times their weight, and you ate 5 pounds, would you be completely absorbed? So,
Those are, I think you get a future with this, yeah. All right, now...
500 more of those, I'll have a game.
Are we going to... Now do we go down here and juggle? Is that the deal?
Well, we were supposed to talk about juggling first.
Didn't we?
Now we have. Okay.
Okay.
Juggling is a thing that a lot of people are doing because it's something that you can do. You can juggle, and it's a fun thing to do. But just because you juggle, that doesn't mean you're a juggler.
No, that's true.
You're right.
Yeah.
And you juggle, as a matter of fact.
I do juggle minimally.
Minimally, he juggles. Well, we want to just check out your juggling.
All right.
Down here. We're going to go down here and... We're going to get out a few balls just to see where you're at, because the last time I was on the show, you happened to pick up a few props and juggle them.
Oh, here you are.
So, and that's the first time I knew that you could juggle.
Oh, these, now what are these? You can't just go into any store and buy these. These are like, those are like toilet floats or something. What are those
Actually,
things?
these are dog balls.
Oh, are they? They're, yeah, those are nice.
And boys eat
Hard
best.
rubber. Oh, there you go.
Okay.
All right, now this is, anybody can do this. Most folks can.
Very good. Excellent.
And of course, I know two variations, one of which I may be able to do here. Let's try this.
All right. There you go. Try one more time. Excellent. Okay.
But
Let's try this one here. I'll teach you an easy one. This is the head bounce.
Oh, look at that. That automatic.
There we go. The head bounce. Try that one. Relatively painless. A little more arc on that, you would have had.
A little more arc on it.
A little more arc. Straight up. Okay. Very consistent, Dave.
Oh, I've been hypnotized.
There are a lot of fancy stuff you can do.
Yeah, well, that's all I can do. Okay, we got to...
Fancy stuff. But anyway,
that's amazing.
Now, you see, those are the impressive tricks you can do. But there's two ways to go in juggling. You can spend your life practicing for something that people really don't care about, or you can get a gimmick. Now, this is the way I would say is the better way to go. So just what you could do right there.
Sure.
It's juggling, but it's not a juggling act because you don't have a gimmick.
Have to have a little hook there.
So we're going to give you a gimmick now. And the tough thing about gimmicks is that most of the good ones are taken.
That's true.
I've taken a lot of them, and Penn and Teller, Karamazov's. But here's one that hasn't been done. This is original, because if you're not original, you won't get on shows like the David Letterman show.
That's right.
But we're already on the show, so we don't have to worry about it. So this is juggling the major food groups. Now, here's our first food group.
I have bread.
Bread. This is the bread and cereal food group.
All right. Now, grains and cereal.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay, now remember, when you're juggling, it's not so much what you're doing, but how you do it.
Sure.
Style is everything. Okay, so you follow along with me, and we'll get to this. But you must do it exactly as I do it.
I'm sorry, Michael.
Because I've practiced this. Okay. A little patience may pay off in the long run on this trick, Dave. So, because what we're going to do here...
Oh, yeah, okay. Okay,
just get your ducks in a row there.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Now get rid of the nasty end pieces.
Okay. Okay.
All right, now we have the bread. Go at your own speed, Dave.
Oh.
Okay.
All right,
now here we have the bread and cereal food group. Smash that up. All right. Tear off this part. I know this is a waste of food and there are people juggling in India, but there's millions watching. It's only 2 loaves of bread.
Take a little off of there? Okay.
Take that nasty brown part off. That's not good.
I'm not going to take that off.
Okay. Well, crush it up then. Get a nice ball.
We used to do this at Halloween. We couldn't afford a pumpkin, so we just put this in our window. All right, have your ball.
There you go.
All right.
So you can do the head bounce again with that.
What's next?
This is a week's supply of bread for the normal family.
All right. We got to go. We got to move.
Next, we go with the meat food group. This will be the meat food group.
Oh, no.
Here you go.
Oh, no.
Well, the
Somebody has to run the show from the desk, so I'll be over there.
You sure you don't want to go? Just there you go. You've done it now, Dave.
Oh, God.
Now, if you can tie this into a ball.
Oh, God.
You have your bread food group here. You have your meat food group. Now we're going to go with the final.
Wait a minute, you roll this into. Oh.
This is the dairy food group here, Dave. Here you go. Just put your meat food group down there.
Oh.
Grab a hunk of your dairy food group in here. There you go. Just pat that up. That's good.
Okay.
That's good therapy. Bad baby. I told you. I'm sorry. Sorry, Dave. Sorry, Dave. Okay. All right, now.
Paul, did you want to check and see if this is real liver?
And now, of course, taking the very basic juggling that you did before, you see how much more interesting it becomes.
God. Oh, help me. Please,
on your
help
mark.
me. Someone, please.
Get set.
Help me.
Juggle.
Oh. Oh.
There we go. And we did it. Head back.
God.
That's disgusting.
Nice job. Michael Davis has his own Cinemax show coming up soon. It's called Michael Davis The Life of the Party. We'll be back after station identification. Oh, geez.
Tonight, take the phone off the hook and double lock the door. Turn out all the lights and pull a comfortable chair up to about 3 feet from your TV screen. Then blast the volume as high as it'll go. And now you're ready for Chris Elliott as the Regulator Guy. Next on NBC.